Hi, this is Justin Peden, and this is our assignment for Chapter 6 of the book What Great Principals Do Differently by Todd Whitaker. My partners for this assignment were Hannah Thompson and Lauren Little, and we'll go ahead and discuss Chapter 6 and some of the inner workings and see what it's trying to say to us here. Alright, so basically one of the main themes of Chapter 6 is that great effective principals understand that they are the filters for the day-to-day reality of school. They deal with teachers and students and the parents and community members, and oftentimes they are the ones to kind of filter information back and forth and also filter behavioral motivation for everyone involved. The principal's behavior sets the tone. If you're a principal who acts in an aggressive manner and punishes students, then your teachers will follow suit. But if you're one that is conducive and encourages learning, then probably your teachers and students will be more open to the learning process. And a quote that we thought was great from this chapter was that great principals consistently filter out negatives that don't matter and share a positive attitude. I think that's really telling of the chapter itself, because we need to, as principals, need to be able to get the negative out, leave all that at the door, and share a positive attitude that helps everyone involved become better learners and teachers and administrators. So some example scenarios of being the filter is asking questions like, how's your day going? Start that conversation with people. The sense of calm, you don't let things bother you. Raising the test scores, helping get the standardized test scores up through positive reinforcement. When the principal sneezes, stop the thumping, the one goal of every faculty meeting, and this is the worst group of kids we've ever had. Those are all scenarios that we're going to talk about this chapter. So how's your day going? When asked this question, you have two options. One, things are great, how are you? Or that student gets on my nerves. All right, so which would be the correct answer? Obviously, number one. Great, everything's fine, because you don't want to start the day off or let people think you have a negative initial feeling about a student. The sense of calm. The principal decides how information is presented to the staff. Principals present selective truths. And it is important to not be discouraging. So when talking about things, about a student in particular, is their behavior, or things that are going to be happening, budget-wise or something, you want to present the truth to your teachers and your students in the best way possible, but you don't want to be discouraging. You want to make sure that everyone is still excited about being a teacher and being involved. Raising the test scores. It's important not to have knee-jerk reactions. Improvement takes time. I, for one, know of a district I taught in where our test scores were exceedingly low, and it took us years to get them up. But we knew that if you gain those small increments of improvement, that it can be beneficial. Do not create disgruntled staff by being reactive. You don't need to overly emphasize the test scores to where maybe the teachers are scared about the test scores. Make sure they're working hard to get those scores up. When the principal sneezes, the whole school catches a cold. The way that a principal views or presents situations is how the school will view or react to situations. So you don't want to overreact, or you don't want to act in a manner that is unbecoming of your position, because if you do, then of course everyone will react the same way, and things can get out of hand. Stop the thumping. Sometimes reacting can make a problem worse instead of making it better. You don't want to overreact, and you don't want problems to become worse. So the way you react is seen by everybody, whether you know it or not. The one goal of every faculty meeting. All right, the goal is teachers need to be more excited to teach tomorrow than they were today. That's very true. We've all sat in faculty meetings where when you leave, you're not feeling good about the next step, the next day, and that's not a good feeling to have. And so you want to be sure that you are involved, and your meetings are ended on a positive note. Let the teachers leave knowing that they're valued and knowing that exciting things are coming. This is the worst group of kids we've ever had. So if you keep saying this about students, then they will start believing it, and it will only get worse. All right, and it is important as a principal to change perceptions. If there's a particular student or group of students that maybe don't have the best reputation coming from, say, the junior high to the high school, you need to be able to highlight the positives of that group and let the teachers know that these kids aren't that bad. That if we work with them and we work with them in maybe a different way, they can learn. And I think that's important to do as a principal, to let people know that these kids every kid can be taught. It's just a matter of finding the way to do it and staying positive with those kids. All right. Our understanding is correlative to our perception. Which is a quote by Robert Delaney. And that is our overview of Chapter 6. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your time.